It is PD Nice. I'm just doing a little, thought about a little Dream Money in the Bank card for the 2014 show. So I just thought I'd tell the universe and maybe WWE, please feel free to steal one of my ideas. One of them is their own idea because I'm doing this past the Monday night. This is like the second week between Payback and the Money in the Bank, so I did involve the stretcher match at the end. But before that, let's go into what I got here. It's an interesting card. I don't think they'll use it, especially 2 or 3 of my matches. But it can't hurt to try, I guess. So my pre-show is Hornswoggle, Drew McIntyre, Jinder Mahal, Heath, Slater, Dream B versus El Torito, Diego, Fernando, and Sin Cara in an 8-man elimination match. Boiling down to El Torito and Hornswoggle, the Matadors go over. I put a 10-way Money in the Bank Divas match. Aksana, Cameron, Emma, Eva Marie, Layla, Naomi, Natalia, Nikki Bella, Rosa Mendez, Summer Rae. Really doesn't look like it's going to happen, but if I were to pick someone in that, Summer Rae. For the victory, 2 Divas weren't in there, and that was Alicia Fox and Paige, who I put in a match where Paige would make her tap out again. Mark Henry versus Rusev could be a possible match they want to steal here. Because if they want to form the Nation Domination again. Rusev goes over with the accolade here. And they form it right after the pay-per-view. Or during the pay-per-view. I don't care. But that's up to them. I don't care. Had really no way of putting a U.S. title match on here, so I have a very odd United States title match. Sheamus versus Adam Rose versus Jack Swagger, continuing their feud, throwing Sheamus in there, you know. Sheamus gets over here, by the way. I just couldn't find any place for those 3 guys on this show. Next match, I couldn't find any place for these 2 either. Bo Dallas versus Xavier Woods. I would put Bo over here again, but I couldn't find a place for this guy on any of these guys on the card. So that's why those 2 matches are sit there. Bad News Barrett versus RVD rematch. I think we could see one more time, but that's it. Maybe title versus career. If RVD's contract's coming up, I don't know about that. I haven't read anything. Bullhammer there for the win. Another match. I don't think they should feel free to steal that one because I think it's going to happen. Then I got this second Money in the Bank match. It's for the Intercontinental and United States title. Big E versus Cody Rhodes versus Damien Sandow versus Dolph Ziggler versus Fandango versus Kofi Kingston versus R-Truth versus Titus O'Neil versus Zack Ryder versus The Big Show. I think that's 10 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's 10 guys. Another 10-way. The Divas match would have been much shorter. It's going to be like a 10-minute, and this is going to be like a 15-20-minute. And the other one, the world title, I would pick for a half an hour. I'm from New York, so I want to kick of Zack Ryder here. Like the biggest upset victory, and he goes on to become the United States Intercontinental Champion. Now, they've been thinking of unifying the titles, right? So they put the titles together. Zack Ryder cashes in right after that. That's my prediction. I know that is the most far-fetched thing, but that's why I kind of wanted to do this card. To show you how far-fetched that would be. I'm always thinking that the tag team titles should be defended in like a fatal 4-way match because of the greatness I saw at WrestleMania, and because I feel like some tag teams can get some exposure here if they're in like these kind of matches. So I have Ryback, who's probably very deserving of a title shot. Goldust, who's kind of finds his way leading to the feud with Cody, and he'll have his mystery partner heading into the match, and Cody will come out to announce it's Santino Marella. If it's not Santino Marella, it's one of the guys like Big E, Dolph Ziggler, R-Truth, Zack Ryder, or Big Show from the previous match. Then I got Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, the Wyatts, and the Uso brothers. I would pick the Wyatts to win and become the new tag team champions. Now, most... I know I've been saying most bizarre, but this might be the biggest one thrown out there. 3 Stages of Hell, Bray Wyatt versus John Cena. People think that this feud's over. I'll explain why I don't think it's over. And I thought this right as soon as the match was going on. When he buried him. So, the first stage is a false count anywhere match. Because, face it, people, steel cage preventing them from getting out. But WrestleMania and Payback, not WrestleMania as much, but WrestleMania, you saw them outside a little bit. They were outside the ring the entire time at Payback. Falls Count Anywhere would be a great way to show that. Now the Usos and the Wyatts, the other two, along with Cena and Bray, but more of them I remember, were using tables. Tables matches number 2. And because he kind of sealed him in like a casket, that'd be John Cena to Bray Wyatt sealing him. John Cena to Bray Wyatt sealing him in the casket. A casket or bury alive match to finish the feud. That's a bizarre match. I don't think it would happen, but this is my dream card, or what my dream card with everybody on it. And I can do it because it's Money in the Bank, because you got these ladder matches, or I got 3 now, but I don't know if they're gonna do it all. Well, we'll see what happens. Feel free to take any of these. So the world title match, obvious Alberto Del Rio's in it. So I picked Cesaro to be in there. The Miz, Randy Orton, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. I'm going to pick a triple threat match it's battle. It's not Battleground, right? It's it might be Battleground. Okay, let's call it Battleground in July. Triple threat there. Rollins versus Ambrose at SummerSlam. Reigns versus Triple H. I might come back to do this somewhere. Later, of course, Triple H is in the corner of Orton and Rollins. Excuse me, I burped. So he'll be out there. Of course, Paul Heyman will be out there. You can expect a run-in by Brock Lesnar. If that would be a total dream thing on the card. I picked Cesaro here. I'm also going to add Kane into this match if Daniel Bryan cannot compete for the heavyweight title. So Kane, because it wouldn't be right that he get the title match and then he's stripped of the title match, you know? And the stretcher match, which is already announced, Daniel Bryan versus Kane for the heavyweight title. I would pick Daniel Bryan to retain, and I feel if he loses it, he's going to lose it to Brock Lesnar, guys. My dream card for Money in the Bank. Hope you enjoyed. Stay nice for disability rights.